All right, we're back. I have the last 6 pieces of stone to put up today. Gonna get that knocked out. And then this weekend we'll lift the mantle in place. All right, there's all the stone up. Very happy with how that turned out. Remember, the mantle will come to here. So like the top 2.5 kind of lines of stone will be tucked behind that. I do need to get something gray or dark colored to color that bit of wood that's sticking out there. But overall, happy with that, how that turned out. I do still need to do grout down here. I'll get to that tomorrow night and fill in a couple of places where there's small gaps. Like I'll fill in that there with grout, and in here with grout, make sure it all looks nice and clean. Then need to spray these down, get some of the dust and mud off of them from the saw. And then give that a good little bit of time to dry before I put the sealer on the stone. Getting there. And here we are with the finished product. Lifted the mantle in place this weekend. And I'm extremely happy with how that turned out. It really is a focal point to the room. It just pops out and grabs you. I added a border around the tile. I used wood from the old house that I tore down. So I will add a stain to that, or a tinted polyurethane, to give that a little bit of color. But it's a nice border that the carpet will butt up against you nicely. And it'll actually match the furniture that I'm going to put in this room, as I built a lot of that furniture from the same lumber. So it should give some nice continuity to the room. I do still need to stain this as well. And then there's a little bit of cleanup to do. I wiped these down a couple times with water, sprayed them down with spray bottle and wiped them up, and I got most of the, I guess, mud or residue from the tile saw off, but there's a little bit more to do. I also need to get a high temperature caulk to fill in some of these small gaps. And I cleaned up most of the kind of extra mortar. There's a few places like here that I still need to do a little bit of work, but other than little touch-up stuff like that, I'm extremely happy with how it turned out. Like I said, I'm not a tile or stone expert, so this was really a learning experience for me, and I can't be more pleased with how that turned out. Still a little bit of cleanup to do on the fireplace as well. I wiped off most of the overspray, but I have to get in these corners still, and I am going to swap out these chain curtains with glass doors as well. Mantle looks good, comes over top of the stone. I am going to add a board back here that rests on top of the stone so stuff can't fall down between here. I'm not gonna have it come all the way up to this level, so it'll leave a nice little cable tray. You could run cables, extension cords, whatever, Christmas light cords up through there. Overall though, super happy with how the project turned out. Really excited to get the carpet in here, finally get this house wrapped up, and get to live in this place.